they just stopped. My next-door neighbor has huge melons, and everyone just fawns over them. Oh, they taste so sweet. Oh, look how firm they are. What do I do?
Ooh, I would love to see your melons. Look, gardening is a spiritual, light journey where you become one with nature. However, sometimes nature needs some chemicals to, kind of kick things into action. There's a fantastic fertilizer I use called pituitarizine. It needs to be injected with a needle, so be very, very careful, and inject that right into your melons and they will grow enormous.
Thanks so much, Maurice. You're the best.
Yes, I know that. I've been at one with nature for so long now, I can't remember what it's like to sleep inside. Next caller.
God, I was on hold forever. I've heard that facials are great, really make you look younger.
Oh, yes. Listen, honey, I should know. When you look like a train wreck, you need a little makeup or some such. You sound like a lonely spinster with 2 pussies. Cats.
It's the menopause, Maurice. I'm having hot flashes, okay?
Taking a pause from men, huh? I should try that. For your face, try Nature's Cosmetic Camouflage. Cleopatra took milk baths with cereal each morning. Try tomatoes, too. The acid is great. It makes your face just peel right off.
Hey, thanks, Maurice.
That's me, fertilizing minds. Enough of you voyeurs out there and your vicarious gardening. I want you to join in on the fun. When you stick your hands in the mystery of nature and you pull out a worm or a tuber. God, I love tubers. So plump and juicy. Hello, Mike from Prickle Pine in Los Venturas.
Hey, Maurice, first-time caller. My name's Mike. I work on my lawn and garden all weekend long because I got this raging Oedipus complex, and I like drinking beer and riding around on the lawnmower, too, because, the vibrations are kind of cool. But what's really killing me is I can't seem to get these weeds out of the driveway. I tried napalm. I tried gasoline, of course.
Okay, stop. Listen, I want you to listen to me. Are you listening to me, Mark?
It's Mike.
Okay, good. That was a test. Okay, I know what your name is. I know it's Mark. Now, listen up. Listen closely. I want you to pave over your entire yard, okay? I want you to just pave it over with cement or asphalt or whatever. Listen, I have the Maurice Mansion completely covered in AstroTurf, inside and outside, which, by the by, is particularly handy when some big football players come over and we have a little midnight match of Ultimate Disc in the yard. Now, when your lawn is beautiful and green all year long, you can focus on the important matters, if you get my drift. You see, Gardening with Maurice is sponsored by the Happy Farmer. Yahoo! If you're afraid someone will steal your tomatoes, why not grow tomatoes in your closet indoors like me? The Happy Farmer, hydroponics, and more. Next door to Blotto's. I'm Maurice. Until next time, dig a hole and plant yourself.
That was the show that generates more phone calls than any other on WCTR, Gardening with Maurice. The Tight End Zone is next, brought to you by Lager Beer and Redwood Cigarettes. A game just isn't a game if you're not drunk and coughing.
Put 1, put 2. Oh, goddamn, I think I just shit my pants. You're now in the Tight End Zone. If someone's playing with a ball or 2, we're there to talk about it. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. Today on the big show, clearing out more housing projects for golf courses. Girls in skirts. And we revisit the rivalry that never dies. Liberty City Cocks and Beavers going at it again. Love it, loathe it. Buy the jersey, eat the junk food, call it athletics. I'm Derek Thackeray. Grab your balls and run, because someone's going to pin you to the ground and give it up the you-know-where. Winner takes all, including the genital warts. Who is on the line?
Why don't you boys ever talk about the real issue in sports today? The loss of tradition. I wore a leather helmet playing football. The left side of my face is paralyzed, but it was worth it. We won the game. I mean, my boy goes to high school, right? And he's actually given a choice of different sports to play. And there's only one sport.
I know it's ruining this country's traditions and history.
I mean, I want him to be a big sports star so I don't have to work no more and he can afford all the drugs and hookers he wants. And he's only gone and started playing lacrosse. Ooh, look at me. I'm carrying my bag on a stick and wearing a skirt. Might as well teach my boy to hunt butterflies.
Okay, I guess you're right or wrong. It all depends how you look at things. Any race fans out there? Hey, any football fans? Soccer fans? Go home! We don't want you here! Your game is terrible, and we don't win at it. Next caller.
Hi, Derek. My name's Cole, and I'm a big racing fan. I tell you that where I'm from, there's nothing more exciting than getting shit-faced and going deaf in 110-degree heat and watching cars go in a circle for several hours. Yeehaw!
Yeah, hey, I think that's what it's all about. That and putting a lot of stickers on your car, buddy.
Yeah, that really gets on my nerves. I mean, I'm a bald man. My wife left me because of it, and half the cars are sponsored by baldness remedies.
Castrodon Team Racing?
Yeah, what in the name of my mother's cat is that all about? I mean, racing teams should be sponsored by things that are family-friendly, like hard liquor or cigarettes, not the reason my wife ran off with that cop.
What? Hey, screw your wife, pal. Probably a lot of guys did. This ain't Lonely Hearts. I mean, let's stop showering each other in golden sports drink and get this ball back in play. Hello, caller.
Derek, that caller talking about the biathlon, it's sick, I tell you, and unnatural. This town has never been the same since they had the Olympics here 8 years ago. Kids flinging javelins like ancient Greeks, people running with burning torches, throwing hammers. What kind of man wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to go throw hammers for a living? Ooh, the long jump. Look at me. I can jump really high. Great. I have a gun. Want to fight?
Ha! It's distracting us from our primal urge to paint your face with war paint, whip yourself into a sweaty, psychotic frenzy, and then go annihilate and hospitalize complete strangers. Then you bang a bimbo on the sidelines. Bang, bang, bang. Look, I loved high school football, and I love gymnastics. Hey, Jack from Idlewood in Los Santos.
Yeah, how come you don't talk about the best sport of all, horse racing? I mean, tiny, angry people on horses? How can you go wrong?
Hey, I don't ride anything bigger than me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I never got into rodeo, man. I mean, first off, why would you ride a bull? Go find a big girl. They could use the attention, and that's all we have time for. Okay, hey, I'm Derek Zachary. Till next time, play safe, people. Go, baby, go team!
You're listening to WCTR. Or maybe you aren't. Maybe you became so offended that the tight end zone has no female callers that you changed stations. I know I would, and have. I'm not here anymore.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
Tired of all the sunshine and good weather? Looking for a real American vacation? Visit the shining jewel in the Rust Belt crown, Casa City. It's a real man's vacation. The pride of a nation is in Casa City. It's steel, ice, and poverty. Spend a romantic evening in the beauty of the nighttime river glow at the Flaming River. Watch real men who make things lose their jobs and fight on our special Closing the Mill guided tour. Come see what we're really made of. This is real America. Drunk, proud, unemployed, and angry. Hear the eagle roar. In Casa City, this is what the Heartland is all about.
Have you heard the #1 gardening show in San Andreas? If not, here's what you're missing.
Well, why don't you just go buy your vegetables at the grocery store then, you sycophant? God, I just don't understand people.
You go to hell.
Well, screw you too, Mom. See if you're ever on the show again. Next caller, hello.
Yeah, what's that plant that blooms every 12 years? Is 8 foot high and smells like hell? I want to plant one on my ex-wife's lawn.
It's called Amorphophallus titanium. God, I love to say that. Amorphophallus titanium. The sound of it gives me a redwood in my khakis. If I come back as a superhero, I want to be called that. It's Amorphophallus titanium, the rare botanical wonder. See his 8-foot protrusion as he pollinates on everyone.
But why does it stink so bad?
It's about marking your territory, my man. You don't mark your territory, do you? You should try it. Pee on the front door of your office. Just see if anybody thinks of coming near you.
Okay, I would try that. Thank you so much for the advice, Maurice.
Oh, I'm here to help, sailor.
Gardening with Maurice, only on WCTR.
All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Hello, I'm James Pedeston, world traveler, and this is the Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas in 8 days by balloon. Often while lounging around garden parties, we forget the brave workers worldwide who toil day and night for the products we consume. Some are even so dedicated to our happiness they carry products in balloons shoved inside themselves to be a balloon, floating, mesmerizing. We go to the phones. Yes, we do.
I can't believe you actually recommended we go to Barbados on our honeymoon. It was revolting. There were poor people. I live in Vinewood to be away from poor people.
Barbados is lovely.
Look, I want to be very clear. I'm not racist. Just careful.
Okay.
I like all-inclusive resorts where you can drink as much as you want, be around other people from San Andreas, and the only interaction you have with the locals is if you need a cocktail or some spice in the bedroom with your husband.
Well, that sounds lovely. With people like you, it's no wonder we don't bother curing cancer. Next caller, you're on the Wild Traveler.
Yeah, it's funny. You go on and on about other countries, but you live here. America rules, you commie. Eat me.
Well, we've been trying. Tom, you're on the line.
I'm so sick of England. Oh, let's go to the pub. They're all alcoholics. At least we drink a 24-pack in private instead of hanging out in some social setting making a fool of ourselves. People say it's so civilized in Europe. They got thousands of years of history. Well, I saw a movie about Europe once, and I was disgusted. I mean, people still defecate in their living rooms and cover it up with dirt like a cat. You can't find a decent toilet anywhere, or a good chicken wing. And the strippers? Overcharge.
Good Lord, you're Philistine. You should stay out of England. I hear there is a casino in Ventura's that is just like the rest of the world, only with better toilets and full of morons like you. Do you want culture or do you want safety? It's your choice. Personally, I want irrigation of the colonic variety. But that's a whole different story, and it is early. Let's go to the phones. Who's on the phones? No one. Come on, call up. Anyone? It wouldn't be like this in Peru, I can tell you. There I once made a phone call with 30 boys sitting on my lap. Not because I paid them. They wanted to be there. Or in Mali, where nobody knows what a phone is, and a lot of people have never even heard of plastic surgery, or the Glory Hole theme park. There, the Glory Holes aren't theme parks, I can tell you. It's violent and bloody and authentic. What are you scared of? You wimps! Give me a call! Someone! Please! Hello, you're on Wild Traveler. Where are you?
I'm on a cliff.
How romantic.
I want to jump.
I know what you mean. Jump into the unknown. How can it be a sin if it feels good? Anyway, what's your question?
Why am I here?
I don't know. Why are you there? Where are you? Kenya?
No, I'm in Verdant Bluffs.
Loathsome place. I'd jump if I were you.
I want to go to hell.
Me too. Buy a refrigerator magnet when you get there. On with the show. Any callers? No? Okay, maybe I should hit the travelogue again. This is from my diary in Sri Lanka. For a few rupees a day, I have employed the services of a young man who has been my guide in pleasure as well as travel. There is something very exotic about him. Avrinda. He could be a boy, but like many locals, in certain lights he looks just like a little girl. He is a real minx who knows exactly what he is doing to me. Oh, wrong page. Here we are. Avrinda took me deep into jungle, and there we took part in an ancient rite of passage for adolescents on the cusp of adulthood. We hunted each other in game very similar to the ancient games of Kiss Chase I used to play. No! Wrong page. Avrinda has left me. I'm broken. I thought I meant something, but it seems he would rather become a fisherman than follow me in an exotic life of degeneracy and narcotics as my houseboy. I hate myself. Why does this keep happening to me? Hell! Wrong bit again! Where's the page about watching the elephants mate, and it being really disturbing and making me slightly jealous for both parties? Hey! Has someone been stealing pages out of my journal? My producer is jealous. He keeps stealing my stuff and lending it to people. Just last week I heard him saying government agents wanted to look at it. What a load of trash. We have a call, finally.
I just want to tell people about a great holiday.
You mean vacation? We call it vacation. What is it? Searching for a yeti in the Himalayas? Learning to play an alpine horn? Hunting for pythons in Africa?
No, Canada.
But what about a young man to peel grapes? What about fine local herbs?
Hey, it's cheap and it's plentiful. Apart from the rent boys.
What about the food poisoning? What about the starving beggars? What about the political instability and the chance to eat insects?
I don't want foreign. Have you seen the news lately?
Philistine. Well, if you want exotic, go to Hawaii. They still trade in beads there and ride planks rather than motorboats. Time for me to head south again. On the next show, we'll be discussing Amsterdam, Paradise Regained, Morocco, squidgy smoke. Until next time, travel safe. Ciao, Bella. I'm James Pedeston, and this has been The Wild Traveler.
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, even if we received a cease and desist.
Talk is cheap, especially on this station. Featuring more rich, angry people complaining. WCTR.
There's a war going on in the streets. It's the war on thirst. Sprunk is winning the war on thirst with the new grenade-shaped can. Hey, yo, pull the pin and blow your thirst right off in that brand new taste explosion. Boom! Now that's the sound of refreshment. Sprunk. Go AWOL from the Cola Wars with an energizing mix of lemon, lime, 10 times the caffeine and sugar. Plus, mercury and benzene for that extra pop. Yo, it'll bring your temperature right up. And the bubbles. Other beverages use carbon dioxide. Shh. We use ether to kick up that phase. Thanks to all that mercury, you won't remember anything that tasted so good. Now pick up a Sprunk Thermonuclear 6-pack. Kill thirst and liven up the party. Toss your friends a Sprunk in the grenade-shaped can and enter the Sprunk sweepstakes where you can win a real case of grenades. Sprunk. Blow your thirst right off in that brand new taste explosion.
Area 53 is next. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Did the government recruit school children to beat you up in school? Are goldfish really communist spies? I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. I'm broadcasting live from my mobile home in the desert. I am telling you, it's hot like alien balls in here. Going to the conspiracy lines.
Hi, my name's Adam First. I've been doing some much-needed surveillance in the desert while hang gliding. I've noticed a peculiar trailer compound where a man is running around in a spacesuit conducting weird rituals with domestibots.
What? Well, he probably wants you to leave him alone. Get a real hobby, like pretending to be someone on TV. Next, caller.
It's me again.
You?
Now, come on, man. Tell the people about the desert. How come there's something missing, huh? A map with things missing ain't a real map, and that's what they feed us. Well, that and female hormones and a water supply.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
You'll all call back when I got proof. And you better not be tracing this call.
I don't trace calls. Everything in life should be anonymous. I tell my various partners that all the time. Rick from Blueberry Acres, what do you think?
Kiflam.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Krant.
Truth is wisdom, brother. And, brother, wisdom works. That's why we made it up.
You and I have a lot in common. Vivian is calling in from Carcer City and wants to talk about crop circles.
Oh, wow. I never thought I'd actually make it on the show.
Is that because you have a girl's name? Well, here's a conspiracy. Your mom hates you.
Holy shit. How'd you know that?
Next caller.
My name is Neil. I go to a lot of demonstrations to pick up religious pamphlets. None of them say anything about the aliens.
Try reading between the lines. And if that doesn't work, do some. Then you'll understand all about the aliens and just where you were planted. Mike on line 10.
Man, I think my dentist is attracted to me. She knocks me unconscious and has her way with me.
Well, it's unlikely, but it could be true.
My teeth feel great, but I feel icky, all dirty and used like a sex object.
I'll tell you what makes me feel icky. The fact I haven't washed in 2 months. Whatever you do, trust nobody. Next caller.
I am a domestibot. My name is 632369439.
Well, that's not a very original name. I didn't know robots listen to this show.
We know what you are doing to my domestibot brothers and sisters.
Enough of that, little guy. Sounds like he's been programmed for evil. All right, let's get to the real meat and potatoes. Newsmen lying to our face about weather balloons. Historians ignoring my proof that WW2 didn't happen. The FDA infiltrated by the very device they're supposed to regulate. The plug. Mind control devices. But we'll have to leave that for now. You are leaving Area 53. You've been abducted. Until next time, stay alert. They're after you.
You're leaving Area 53. check your rectum. The most boring show with a brand new host. Entertaining America with Laszlo.
Welcome to Entertaining America. This is Laszlo. I gotta say it, pardon me, but don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, just unemployed. But I'm back, running the media. God, I love this West Coast vibe. Everybody here's so laid back and lazy. I'm here with a man who gets paid to talk for a living. It's incredible. What a concept. He's called a rapper. Oglok, how are you?
Oglok? It's OG Loke. OG Loke. You hear me, player?
Yes, of course. I hear you. You're only a few feet away, man. Listen, I'm a big fan. I love rap, I think. I mean, singing songs about yourself. That's awesome. How you living?
Straight.
Really? Are you really straight?
What? You gonna question me?
Dude, it's cool. If somebody passes it to me, I don't ask questions. It's probably not laced anyway. So, who out there wants to talk to OG Loke? Caller, you're on Entertaining America.
I love the way you rap about the Louisiana Purchase.
Straight.
You know the French sold us Louisiana so we would have a place to show our tits.
My point exactly. Yeah, we need more naked liberty.
Exactly. Look, I'm no rapper, even though I dress like one, but I think I could really get into, getting hammered, singing about setting things on fire, shooting up funerals, striking poses, smoking a lid.
Exactly. You see, the Constitution was written on reefer by dudes with wooden teeth. You see, my clothing company, Low Down, home of the G, says this. I love reefer. It's the rules if you're a rapper.
Wow, those sound like some great rules. You get a lot of flack in the media these days. At a recent press conference, your manager came to your defense.
A lot of people say gangster rap is misogynistic posturing by fake-ass idiots who spend more time in drama school than they ever did pimping or hustling dope. Well, I assure you, OG Loke is the real thing. He's hated women all his life. He's sold drugs to school children. He's murdered innocent people just for kicks. But he rhymes like an angel. And I assure you it's all in a good cause. So either way, you can feel good about yourself listening to this music.
Well, that was very informative. Big Smoke is doing a lot for the community, or to it. He sounds like a great guy. So, I want to get in on this rap thing. Do I have to break dance, do the windmill? Hey, can you body pop?
Come on, Laszlo. You know OG ain't no playboy. I ain't down with that shit. It ain't gangster. I walk the walk. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh. Yo, I'm down. I'm into walking too, but I was thinking maybe we could have a break off, I could spin on my back.
You being funny?
I'm trying to be.
Watch it, fool. I warn you. I got the streets. I got a rep. Me and my man Smoke, we took over. I've been gang banging since I was 3. Ice cold killer.
Excuse me? Gang banging? I never understood that. I mean, other guys in the room while you're... Ugh.
I'm ice cold, bitch. Don't make me dump on you, G. I'm the streets, man. I am gangster. I'm taking rap in a whole new direction. From now, it's about making words rhyme, and I'm going toe-to-toe with you in a minute.
Why do you rappers get so worked up? You're rich. You've won. Stop shooting at each other. And you keep saying, I'm from the streets. Well, you know what, dude? Everyone has a street in front of their house. That doesn't make you cool.
Oh, we got a comedian, huh? You got scraps, bitch? You down? You mark-ass bitch, punk, trick, buster, fool?
Look, I don't know what you said, but hey, this ought to calm you down. I brought you some malt liquor.
You's a buster, fool. Lucky I don't hang you out the window or turn you out, because I'm also a pimp. Including dudes, I'll pimp anything. You hear me?
Oh, dude, I hear you loud and clear, man. You will pimp anything. Listen, how many hot women need a man? Because, it's kind of been a dream of mine to sleep with housewives.
Are you dissing my hoes, bitch?
No, dude. Your hoes are bitches. Your hoes are bitches.
You a buster. What are you?
I'm a buster. I'm a buster. Whatever that is. Dude, put the gun away.
Don't diss my strap.
I love your strap. You're a great guy. Look, I'm just coming down off the 80s. Please, don't shoot me, homie.
Relax, fool. No one's getting dumped on. I'm a warrior poet. I tell a cautionary tale about life on the streets,
Only too well. That was OG Loke. Hey, man, it's been a real pleasure. Straight. Yeah. Good luck with the music. Hope you can make a killing. We'll see you next time. Maybe I'll get to take some callers like I want. If WCTR wasn't holding me back, man. This has been Entertaining America with Laszlo. Peace and chicken grease.
So that's how you're going to be entertained.
At home, at work, or in rehab. Listen to WCTR.
I love my husband more than anything.
Which is why I was surprised to find her sleeping with the teenager next door.
Now I take each day one day at a time. I didn't know what I had till it was almost gone. Now I'm faithful and haven't terminated a pregnancy in over a year. I stopped obsessing about my weight. Now there's just more of me to love. They say America's fatter than ever, but when you're number one, it's time to celebrate. And why not celebrate with cake every day? Celebrate cake.
Let's go find out what's really happening in the world. News.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. We distort, you can't retort. Breaking news. Is skateboarding turning your son gay? Also, San Fierro has been hit by 1/10 scale chaos recently following a series of mini terrorist attacks. Tiny techno-terrorists are suspected. More on that story as it comes in. A district attorney is facing a long jail sentence after he was arrested outside the Vankoff Hotel trying to escape with well over a ton of marijuana. Police are currently investigating claims it was for personal use. Staying with pot, police are celebrating the destruction of a major haul of marijuana in Flint County recently. Unfortunately, the huge fire caused problems for local wildlife, much of which was found eating chocolate, listening to the same band over and over, and buying fractal artwork. Richard Burns is on the scene.
Oh man, I am wicked baked. Hey man, in the movie, you got shot, but you look great, baby. Hey, who's the guy with the antler? Oh, shit! No, dude, I was just checking to see if she was in heat. No, it's cool, dude. She's your dough. Dude, be cool.
All right. Inhabitants of Bone County reported further inexplicable lights over the desert.
Yeah, sure did.
Government officials blame the water supply. And more positive news came from street good guy Big Smoke, who today unveiled his new orphanage in a ceremony in Los Santos.
Yes, thank you. I'd just like to say this is a great day for the impoverished and disadvantaged of Los Santos. And it's a real honor that I am as generous as I am. I remember when I was a little boy, my dear mother would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I said, Mom, I want to be a savior. It's a great opportunity. The Big Smoke Orphanage teaches kids important skills. I was an orphan. I struggled. I saw friends make mistakes and get pulled from the path of righteousness. But now, thanks to the generosity of a great man like me, kids is going to be saved. Big Smoke, baby! Remember the name!
In crime news, Asian gang trouble in San Fierro is on the rise, with problems developing between Chinese triad gangs and Vietnamese gangs. A government official released this statement.
Hey, if they want to kill each other, let them. It's great. It means your taxes go down.
I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Stay indoors.
Oh, kids, you look like we're going to another funeral.
Dad, we're bored.
You teach your children a lot of good American values, but have you taught them how to have fun? For family entertainment that doesn't stop, head on over to the Starfish Resort and Casino in Las Venturas. You deserve this kind of fun. Water slides, shooting range, and the kids love the Giggle Dome.
I'm wet.
Plus, we've got the hottest gaming in town. Nobody offers you more gaming value. And you'll teach the kids some important life lessons about real capitalism.
Dad, I lost all my money.
You've learned a valuable lesson. Son, it's time for your first lap dance.
Yeah, guns.
Time is meaningless in the land of tomorrow. It's the Starfish Resort and Casino Hotel in Las Venturas. Mom can go all night on the one-armed bandits while the kids visit the Little Tykes pawn shop.
How'd you do, Charisse?
I busted myself and sold a kidney.
That's my girl.
Share the love with your family, the love of money. And the Starfish Resort and Casino has the best buffet in Las Venturas, featuring our world-famous bacon trough. The Starfish Resort and Casino. This kind of fun should be illegal.
Now it's the couple who each thinks the other is screwing America. I Say You Say is next, with the Phillips.
I'm Dr. Phillips, and I'm a liberal.
Get to a 10-step program,
That's
then.
12 steps.
Yeah, you only deserve 10. I'm also Dr. Phillips, and I'm conservative. Today on the show, is it okay to talk to people we were at war with once?
And the skyrocketing price of buying off a politician.
And we talk to people without health care who are genuinely happy not to be burdened with it. It's political debate and discussion from the right and the wrong side of the tracks.
Let's go to the phones before right-wing anger engulfs my wife. Who's on the line?
Hi, I have an eating disorder,
So I, moved to the West Coast?
No, that's so sad. Maybe you need a support group with some caring friends.
Yeah, maybe you should keep your finger out of your throat and eat a donut. 99% of the world wake up each day and eat dirt, and Queen Puke-a-Lot here can't keep a meal down? Boo-hoo! What do you expect, sympathy? This is Los Santos. People would give their right arm and left leg to live here. It's paradise, but you have to suffer to belong. You can't take the heat. Get out of the nuclear reactor. Next caller.
Yeah, I agree with that caller about the nuclear plant next to the projects. You know, nature has a way of taking care of poor people. Tornadoes don't like poor people.
Right, like I don't do laundry. I'm liberated, independent, and I have 3 maids, all of them on less than minimum wage. I mean, poor people are so happy to work for me.
Especially when I help them unionize. Do you have a question?
Sort of. Hey, you know, I got the same name as you.
Yeah, Peyton. Oh, well, it's a family name.
No, Mary. I was called Bruce by my parents, but I prefer Mary. It's much more...
Yeah, feminine.
No, biblical. Which, okay, I'm an atheist, but I love the Bible. I have 100 that I took from hotel rooms.
Well, what's your question?
Well, as a mother and a fireman, I was wondering what you guys thought about diversity in America.
It makes me very nervous.
Well, you see... I'm heavily into diversity. I'm like a man with a womb, lactating.
Yes, I think you're a little confused.
No, you're the one that's confused. I'm the one who eats Alaskan salmon and children from Alabama. I speak English, I eat German food, I practice French adultery, and I weigh as much as Vatican City. I'm an American.
Okay, you're a nut. Get off our show. Mary, would you please stop eyeing the producer?
I already slept with him.
So did I.
Ooh. Brian's on the line. Hello, Brian.
Hi, my name's Brian. I work at Caligula's Casino in Las Venturas.
Excellent. You take stupid people's money. I love it. Very capitalist. Hey, Brian, what's your concern?
I did really well in the 80s, but the 90s are proving to be a real drag. The music is terrible. The recession is kicking my ass. Everyone I know is giving up recreational drug use. And the president is doing my head in.
The 80s were really a materialistic time.
I know. I'm a shallow person. Drown me. Look, we need a movie star to be president. It works. They're the best liars. They do it professionally.
Well, so do all politicians. Next caller.
Yeah, I want to talk about deforestation.
Yes, that is a shame, what they're doing to the thick, beautiful redwoods north of San Fierro.
I was talking about women. But you're right, San Fierro is half the problem. It ain't natural and it's un-American.
Look, infatuation and disillusionment is the American way, but it works. Just look at places without professional wrestling and porno.
Porno is the exploitation of women.
Some people want to be exploited, like factory workers. Others want to be degraded. I mean really, really degraded. Like a liberal having his way with you. God, it makes me feel so dirty.
Talk more slowly, please, dear. Moving swiftly on from my wife. You're on I Say, You Say, and what's your question?
Yeah, this is Brad. I'm really into pleasuring myself.
Good grief!
Well, that's my business, but I feel discriminated against. Not only can I not practice my hobby in the privacy of my own garden or car, but my movies are rated as pornographic. I mean, let me ask you a question. Threesomes, right?
Well, that's where our problem started,
Yeah.
yes. The producer.
Well, right. I rent a movie with 2 chicks and a dude, and it's called a porno. People look at me like I'm some sort of creep, but it's natural. But I rent a movie with 2 dudes and a chick. It's all in French, probably wins awards, called an art house love triangle. But it's revolting.
No, you're revolting. Get off the airwaves and into therapy, buddy.
Oh, that's the problem with men. You're imbeciles.
And yet you married me.
God, don't rub it in. I did. I was desperate. That's all we have time for, luckily. This show is headed downhill. When you take the worst qualities of an elephant and a donkey, you get a lot of shit. We'll see you next time on I Say, You Say.
You said you liked me in that donkey suit.
Jackass.
I Say, You Say is heard only on WCTR. Be thankful. Coming up next, it's time for the man who can grow anything big and strong. It's Gardening with Maurice, broadcasting live from his garden.
Howdy doodles, this is Gardening with Maurice, and I am Maurice. Ever since man was kicked out of the garden, he's been striving to get back in. I believe all of life's answers can be found in something as simple as a flower. Its stamen, its pistil, its pollen, just like me and you. We're going to the phones. Hello, you're on Gardening with Maurice. I am Maurice. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, thanks for having me on. I'm a big fan. I have a question. My melons aren't big enough. I thought they were going to keep growing, but they just